Find a formula for Sn, the sum of the first n terms of the series 9 minus 3 plus 1 minus 3 and so on and so on and so on. So you've got some alternating signs. You need to work out what kind of series this is. How do you get from 9 to minus 3? Well, you could subtract 12, but then that's not going to work from minus 3 to 1. So if we look if it's geometric, well, from what do you times 9 by to get minus 3? Well, the best way to work that out is what is minus 3 divided by 9? Well, that is the same as minus 1 over 3. So if I times by minus 1 over 3, does that work to go from minus 3 to 1? So is minus 3 times minus 1 over 3. Does that equal 1? Well, minus 3 over 1 times minus 1 over 3 definitely looks like 1. So this looks good. So we now know that it's a geometric series, and geometric series are defined by u1, the first term, so in this case it's 9. And r, the common ratio, as in what do you multiply one term by to get to the next term, r is minus 1/3, minus 1 over 3. So we need a formula for Sn, so it's just the first n terms. So we go straight to our formula sheet and we see that Sn equals u1 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. So we just need to plug in our u1 and r, and n we're just going to leave as n because that's all we have, into here. So equals 9, 1 minus, and that's minus 1/3 to the power n, all over 1 minus minus 1/3. Just like that. So we could probably do quite, you could, I mean, it is technically an answer. It's not a very good one. I personally don't like looking at that. Certainly that bottom bit is pretty horrible, really. So let's change that a little bit. So equals 9, 1 minus minus 1/3 to the n over, well, 1 minus minus 1/3 is the same as 1 plus 1/3. So that's 1 and 1/3, which is 4/3. So it's divided by 4/3, which is dividing by 4 and timesing by 3. So 3 times that. So that equals 27, 1 minus minus 1/3 to the n over 4. And then it's really up to you whether you want to put that 27 in a bracket. I probably wouldn't really add a lot to it, so I'm just going to leave it like that. So Sn equals 27 times 1 minus minus 1/3 to the power n over 4.